Hello, turn report here. This is turn 23, but before we get into the turn itself, I said in the last episode that I would be gone for 5 days. I have already done that. I decided to have to prolong the videos I had left and upload them on a schedule instead of having the 5 days off. Yeah, for those 5 days I had a sub who was so kind to make backups for the turns that he made and give them to me. So that is what we will be looking at. So this is the first turn that I did not take. Let's see what happened. I have not looked at any of this yet, although he did give me updates during while the turns were happening. Okay, so we have some research, that's fine. Some search, nothing happened. And we have a battle here between Busy and Ross. So this is Abyssian troops attacking into Big Ross stack. He does a lot of spells, in large mostly, elemental, powder spheres. There's a bunch of large, or small even, elementals, which is still pretty good. And we have this kind of small army from Abyssia. I think these elementals kind of helped him out, because now his troops are more gathered a little bit. Hard to say. Although he has nowhere enough troops for it to actually matter, because these Russ units are gonna slaughter. Magic weapons regen against... are these not even sacred? There are. So he has some attack skill, blood surge. Well, yeah, so I'm pretty sure that like these Russian troops are just really strong. When they die, they transform into like a bear form. So you have to kill them twice, and that's just way more. Yeah. And he has better mage support. Yep. So Russ takes that one pretty handedly. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Have a look. The tally. So Russ ended up losing a few bears and some chuds. I think the skin shifters are the ones that turn into bears. Hunters probably just die. So this looks pretty strong. Yeah, I see the skin shifters are really strong, doing the main work. So interesting. We have a battle between Veritas and Vanheim. Oh wow, so this is a big one. We have Van Heers, more Van Heers, and commanders, and I guess these are some troops or other, and then we have a bunch of Colossi warriors, along with some spearmen and elephants. So the spearmen just walk in. What kind of spells are being cast? Mist form, gift of flight, summon of power, Dazzle warrior, air shield, yeah, yada yada. So we have a big blessing coming out. So the prophet is here, I assume, and his big bless with blood bond and all these other things, magic weapons, dark skin, interesting. The spearmen are all gonna get slaughtered, I presume. Lightning coming. Let's have a look at that. Look at that. Just disappearing. Funny. But this looks kind of good for Veritas. Let's get some colors. Oh, that didn't really help. Sure. So there's this wall of Van Heers, which is kind of okay, they're definitely just murdering. That's scary. So let's have a look at these. So this is an... Let's look at one without a wound. 2 experience points, 20 attack, hitting for 24 and 26 with 23 protection. So this is mostly due to the +5 berserk. Very scary. Elephants, well, I mean all these, I think it's like 100 colossus just disappeared. Wow. Yeah, so Van Heers are scary, no doubt about it. They do hit pretty hard. But if you look at the colossi, I mean, okay, they're fleeing now, but you can have a look at the stat. Okay, so there are some that got buffed with flight, but are now routed. Thing. Yeah, okay. So Van obviously won. He did lose 17 Van Heers, which is actually a fair amount, but it's not too bad. Look at this, 180. It's crazy. All of the Colossi warriors are gone. So that's protection 14, which some fairly good stats. 22 health. And they just got slaughtered. That's a bit of a problem. But yeah, Van Heers are definitely very killy. Okay. Other than that, we had a battle in Kailasa. See what happened there. So this is Kailasa going out. There's this cool hero. Blood free. It's a sun sword. Gone berserk, bless. So it's immediately blessed and is immediately berserked. Does have pretty high damage and 3 times as much against demons and undead, and it has a AoE on top of that. I wonder, I'm not sure if it has to hit for this effect to occur. I think it might, but I guess we can compare against the brand. Maybe it doesn't. It's definitely strong though. And over here we have there's a few Wind Riders, some Caduceus, and we have the Arco Tender. So see that there's a lot of casters. They do a lot of body ethereal. Luckily this guy doesn't get it. He does have Reinvig and Ambidextrous. Caduceus are running in. You're getting some Swarm being cast, and then the Pretender Lance starts trampling and doing Shockwave. Let's see how our guy here is doing. He's definitely murdering. He does have a kick as well. Interestingly, so because he has a sword, I think this character would normally have like 3 attacks, or 4 or something, probably 3 attacks. Sword, an axe, and a spear. Because he has a sword, he only gets the 1 attack. So you definitely want to give him more items. Bit of a mistake. But I think Kailasa kind of checked out at this point. Some real life morale issues, I think. But the Pretender's cleaning up. This guy is just sort of there. Guess he's berserk, so he's not fleeing. So we just need to wait for these to run out, and then we'll probably jump over here and insta-kill him, I assume. Speed this up a bit. I wonder if he dies before... Oh, Caduceus are running. Interesting. We do lose quite a few of these Caduceus. I see what gets the kill here. The Wind Rider's landing. And Pretender... Okay, Lightning Bolt. Sure. So we ended up losing 11 Caduceus, not too bad. And we killed what I assume is everything that's inside the fort. Probably? Something like that. I mean, there's one Yogi that retreated. Yeah. So looks like Kailasa will be an easy taking. We have I think this is TNG attacking some province. Looks very easy. Have a look. Yep, sure. We do have these Master of the Dead, so Death Mage is interesting. He's okay. And we have a battle in White Peaks. So I think this is a fort battle against pretty much nothing. So I assume this is just Wind Riders cleaning up. Let's have a little look. Losing a few Cadizes, probably 2 ranged attacks. And then mostly Wind Riders cleaning up. Nice. Events, a lot of gold, nice. Nature gems, and a lot of gems. Sure. Other than that, let's see what's going on. So, commanders, well, flying Wind Riders, going over to help siege down Kailasa. Building a temple. This guy is flying over here. So it looks like, yes, this is when Veritas. So I believe I have at this point I had a nap with Veritas, but he, after losing this fight, he just messaged me and said, "You're free to vulture as much as you want." So my sub is doing that. So we're taking this one and we are sending in another fleet to take some of the other stuff as well. And that seems to be about it. Is there anything else happening? CNN doing some still fighting. Yomi, sure. They're on a throne here, okay. And Ross is just sorta stomping over Abysia. Alright. Okay, cool. So it seems to be the turn. See you in the next one.